It will be the Ahri, the classic Vi Ahri. Well,
or will it?
I mean, both picks are fantastic here. You have great setup for both, and BDD is just going to accept that the Veigar damage is higher on objectives, and that ended up being really huge for them when we moved into... don't know if I like this one, Valdez.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why, really briefly. He does nothing pre-6, really. He can try to help you out. With the most oppressive bottom lane we have right now, basically in this meta with the Ashe Rumble, you're not going to be able to assist down there. The Vi lane...
Let's use the Prio just like in game number 2 to just come on in and take away the blue buff. Lucid will see if he can get... okay, they're just going to go very far into the lane against Lucid and push him very far away from that Gromp. Make the best choice. As Bubble is going to come in here, that's a bit rough for BeryL, who might be in some trouble. Now they're just going to go all in as he presses Q towards him and burns him to a crisp. BeryL going to pick up that first blood.
Nice. And yeah, Lucian does a lot, but Rumble does more.
Meanwhile, what? The top side, perfect, coming up with a solo kill.
Not yet. So they're going to contest Scuttle here. Don't know about this. Lucid.
Yeah, no. BeryL just, he's like, okay, I mean, if you really want to fight me, I'll give you a fight, but he overheats at the worst time because we have no flame spitter, and, you know, it's okay. I mean, they don't get the kill they probably would have.
Yeah, this is really rough. I mean, this is how these early games go when you end up drafting like this.
Yeah, no, you don't get to stand there, actually.
No, and BeryL, if he hits 6, I mean, okay, no punish here for BeryL. Like, aiming wants to, but guess what?
You don't win this trade!
You never do!
You bubble comes in, and nope, another shield comes in, and Kellen will not be able to trade it back.
With the help of the Ignite, and so much farm going by the wayside here. Top side, 20 CS, the advantage. And man, this Nocturne pick just gives you nothing. Nothing to stop topside, nothing to stop bottom, and BDD's just farming. Meanwhile...
All right, gonna pull him under the turret. Isn't enough with the Dominus, but he takes 2 turret shots. I think it should be with this all out as... No, he's just gonna dash away from the Q.
And we're not happy with how this is going. Perfect has some rage here, wants set up for Pyosik.
Yeah, Pyosik right here. Perfect pretty low, no Dominus, but maybe the Vi can save him, and the stun combo comes through, and Kingen will go down.
Big W comes through, and they just chain CC him. Let's watch this from BeryL. I'm sure he says something hilarious afterwards as well. Got him. He did the gameplay, man. But you have to also remember Pyosik's there as Huni is loving the Rumble.
Getting a big thumbs up from Huni.
Gold for perfect. 800.
Uh-oh. Maybe gone a little bit too far this time, BeryL. As finally we see the value out of the Nocturne. Presses his R and does collapse in onto that bot lane. That's the one way that it will get value, as now Huni not feeling too good. Oh. Just a little bit too close here. Nice bait from Kellen and aiming. Just to get him close. Knows that BeryL's powerful. Meanwhile, now he's ganking the top lane. And King, and he's like, wait, what the hell? Why is this guy here? Even casts his ghost. Doesn't matter.
This game is wild, Valdez.
Pyosik spotted, bubbled, fuse away, but is it enough to come out from aiming here? He doesn't have his calling if he did.
As we'll take a look at this play once again. As BeryL flashes the wall for this, and there's just no realistic way for King without vision to know this is happening, and BeryL was missing, of course, pay for it.
That's what I was just thinking about too, because they're really going to have to go back to the drawing board for game 4 as well. Speaking of which, they are going to pass that Paranoia in onto the Ashe, who does flash away, but not enough help here, and now Pyosik all alone. You see Dep trying to help him here a bit. Lucid gets pretty low, and now a TP from BDD. Who's looking for a bit more. The flash Q, and 2 people caught in the cage, but Cleanse on through from aiming. He's not able to quite do enough damage. Pyosik thinking about it, but it's another kill going the way of BDD. A huge value teleport.
And Perfect looking for a solo topside. Didn't even have to TP.
Yeah, Kingen's... Is he even going to cast it? Okay, he is. He's going to get him under the turret, and now goes unstoppable. Doesn't matter. Perfect. Just way too far ahead in the stop lane.
A double kill. All that gold plus 10 stacks.
Yeah. And as you mentioned before, Kingen has to get in here because, again, Kingen dies. But if he doesn't do that, then everybody dies on the bottom side. And it's an even larger victory for KT on the bottom side. So Kingen gives his life up. And really the biggest issue about this is the current state of the top lane, not this play in isolation. It's just the fact that Perfect is able to then get a big collapse here from DK onto this turret, but everybody on the side of KT now looking to get on in as the arrow is going to ring true. Def does not miss those, and that is the end of Showmaker. Even going to throw out an Emperor's Divide.
Dragon is live. It's hextech Soul again.
They know he's in there. They're pinging this. They know that King is in there, but the rest of the team is very far forward as Lucid going to get one flash, but at the end of the day, it's just a dead Kingin on the backside of this one.
Yeah, he's made of cardboard, and he is burned down. BeryL just pressing Q, and he's like, all right, you think you can get me? I have flash, by the way. Didn't have to use it.
Perfect is level 14, and he is sprinting at the enemy team. Meanwhile, Kosik going in, taking a 1v2 and winning. KT are so far ahead at this point in time, as one Q could get the job done, but not going to go into the Azir.
There's another arrow.
Oh boy, here we go again, and the combo is just utilized in Showmaker again. We've seen this before. He's going to use the Emperor's Divide just as like a parting gift. He's like, okay, see you later. It was fun hanging out, and now I'm dead. That's going to be the end of Kellen as well, as DK are really kind of falling apart at the seams.
He's just trying to farm up to be a carry in this game. He is punished twice by arrows from Deft.
BDD's like, you want to take this fight? Sure, let's go. I don't know about it, though, as he is going to be shut down, and now King is going to pull Pyosik over the wall, and immediately KT giving them some angles back into this one. I don't know why Lucid is here, but I've given up on questioning, the logic of certain things in this series at this point. Lucid on the run. Whew. Yeah, no, he's dead.
Perfect.
Yeah, he knows he's in trouble now, as here is aiming, and he's fed, he's tanky. Is he tanky enough? I mean, they're TPing into this as well, just to make 100% sure. And see how this one goes. They're gonna just try to burst it down, essentially, aiming on the front line, just trying to burst away BeryL, and the culling gets so much value. The Ash Arrow is down, and the Equalizer doesn't even get much, and now the Peel with the ultimate here from the Nocturne, the Paranoia, and all of a sudden, DK, they give themselves a chance, but now we got a very scary Renekton coming on in as we're just going to move forward, and the flash is not good from Depth. They take out the entire bottom lane of KT, and now it's a 5v3. I don't know if they really want to go for this one. BDD pretty low as well. There's Vision. There's a Nocturne. He does not have his ult, but he has flash, and it's just going to be a flip again, and it goes to the Nocturne of Ken. Lucy going to steal that one away. As, yeah, they're kind of just food at this point, but Kingen going to pick up a kill himself. Over the wall comes BeryL alongside a Perfect, but Gaming has some space now, putting in some damage. The cage is just going to save them, but
coming there for the scoop. And then this year, he has flash. TP's coming through, and they're like, well, we go for it. And once again, Pyosik messes it up. It's the fourth time. And then he's just telling everyone to back off. The Equalizer isn't going to be able to secure any other exit kills, but
and it's going to be a bit of an issue, especially now that the game is very even and it's anybody's game. They're going to try this combo on a Showmaker, but look at the difference.
Everything is going their way.
Yeah. These two teams are just so evenly matched. This is why it becomes so swingy, why it becomes so incredibly close every time these two teams go head-to-head, as Kane's going to be caught, but again, like I mentioned before, BDD's not quite there. They don't quite have the damage just yet. It doesn't compare to what Showmaker and Aiming are able to do in terms of the poke war specifically.
Yeah, okay, Showmaker in a good spot here to set up an Emperor's Divide too if anyone overextends. And you are feeling the lack of an engaged support here a little bit.
All right, well, just gonna get the knock up on a BeryL. He's dead, and the Equalizer is desperate. The angle here from Aiming is beautiful, alongside of his support. And now King is gonna go super deep on this one. In goes Pyosik and Perfect, desperate to take out Aiming, but they can't quite do it. Flashing in front of the Q, but this Renekton, maybe just too gigantic on the back line, going up against Lucid, who barely gets the kill with the Stride Breaker.
All right, Deft also
who wins in this fight? I mean, the Q comes in. Showmaker is there. BeryL trying to find out about it. The stun comes through. Showmaker, he does more damage to BeryL for now, but he's got to get away from them. Very nice tidal wave using the hextech Soul. BeryL looking for an angle with the Equalizer. There it is. Going to hit pretty much everybody in the front line. Nice amount of chip damage just to allow them to push forward. Arrow as well utilized as immediate Mikhails comes in. They want a hard engage to DK as the front line is just being melted. Down goes the Vi, and Perfect nearly goes down as well through the Dominus. And
Showmaker is continuing to push though. They have to be decisive, KT here.
Yep, they're gonna start it up. And DK maybe just looking for the flip. That could also be Nexus for Elder. We'll see how far he wants to go. He's not TPing into this one as there is vision in the pit and it goes to the Veigar, as you would expect. And Showmaker, he's still getting to work. They gotta stop these backs. I don't think they're gonna be able to. BDD TPs out of it and he will just barely be able to save the base as the Elder go in the way of KT. They will win the fight and Showmaker here, ooh, getting pretty spicy. I don't think he's gonna win through the Elder and the stun, and KT, they just barely get the job done.
Another wild and crazy game of League of Legends for KT and Dplus. We're now up to 9 of them this season. 9 crazy KT Dplus games. No normal ones, just crazy ones. Just ones that you are on the edge of your seat gripping tightly. If you're a fan of either of these teams until the very end, you just do not know what is going to happen. KT had the advantage there. Dplus decided to commit to the split push. It's